You all voted for it. We're starting again. D-Day, guys, it's me, Sergeant Major Mario, and welcome to l.a.noire. Sort of a curse on the channel, you could say. This is my third attempt at streaming this game. Last two times, never got to finish it. First time I had to resell the game because student times are hard for us students. And the second time, the PC wouldn't stream anymore. I can't wait to see what unforeseen circumstances will ruin the stream tonight. Is that a knock on my door? Alright, I'm actually... Hold on a sec. Okay, don't know how much of that was heard. That was my neighbour. He was asking for a hand with something tomorrow, but that's all fine. I can easily help him out with that, no problem. Always good to help your neighbours. I don't even know if I'm still... Am I coming in? Alright, game's a little bit loud. Let's turn that down a bit. Okay. Sorry about that. Just making sure everything sounds right. Hey Adam, how's it going, man? We will be getting ready to go live in just a minute. Just making sure everything is all good. And everything seems to be fine. It's going to be tweeting out the stream. Live now. Hashtag l.a.noire. By the way, huge shoutouts to Jack for his excellent thumbnail, because the thumbnail is just bloody brilliant. He did such a fantastic fucking job with it. I love it so much. Okay, right. No further delays. Let's do this. It'd probably help if I turn on the TV. There we go. Well, I did, and yes, it is good to help within reason. Don't want to be an accomplice to murder. Nah, he just needed a hand with a gas, big gas canister. You know, about 50 kilos. Elderly gentleman, so, you know, always helpful. So, do you want us to give the tutorial cases? No, we only got to learn about Cole Phelps, haven't we?
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers.
The Hale brothers have done the music.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
A city that you think
In
they
the
make a
Marine
game
Corps, you
upon.
deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
En route? God, do the police know anything?
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Oops.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You my backup?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere?
Well, he said it was a
particular?
gun, not a
Give it your
gat.
best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
So yeah, welcome to l.a.noire, based in the
This is a
40s,
fist
and
pump.
Hellboy's
Just
in
going
the
through the
40s.
motions. Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
So yeah, have you ever played like games like Ace Attorney? This is pretty much it, but in a 3D
Look at
environment.
this junk.
Doesn't look like anything.
Well, no, it's a bottle. It looks like something, Cole. Now this is important. Shrink says the mind is the final
It's not my
frontier.
job to pick through other people's trash.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast
Then why are you talking to me? Get out of my sight!
because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Thanks for interrupting me, Doctor, but yes, that is the
Give me
point.
his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Shelton, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
So you're gonna smother him instead of shooting him?
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Oh, well, sorry. I mean, dude, did you not see that hallucination as well?
Cole, come take a look at this.
Nah, I don't know. Oh, over there, okay. Yes.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Never the optimist. There's a paintbrush, you see.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Mate, I'm trying to come to my conclusions here. I don't need you shouting at me from over there, alright? There are people, like, sleeping. Okay, maybe not, but even still.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Well, technically
Hell of
against
a
the
way to
door.
go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
I'm just saying, like, fucking looking through the reflection of a window is really a fucking, like,
The gun's
an
up on
Ace
the
Attorney
roof,
thing.
right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Why did you sound like you were just right next to me, even though you're down there?
Smith & Wesson.
How you doing,
Serial
Cole?
S718.
Found it yet?
I'm talking to myself. Could you please shut up? That's not good. Alright, we done? We saw it. It's my Wi-Fi. Don't have enough fucking freak out. Better hope so. That's a fucking first time. I never had my Wi-Fi freak out twice in a row then. That was weird. Are we good? Well, at least on the plus side, I was able to test the BRB screen for an actual legitimate reason, so that's handy. Okay.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure.
Sure, they're
There's
fucking
a couple
everywhere.
of blocks from here.
Well, it's a long shot. No, it's not. It's a pistol. They can't shoot that long.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
Well, I'm tired. I want to go home and go to
Round
bed.
up drunks and help old ladies across the road.
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Oh, you trying to beat me to the car, eh? Can run faster than you, motherfucker. Yeah. You ain't got shit, Ralph. I win. You owe me a drink. Gun store. Oops. Okay, that's what I get for being a dumbass. What was he doing then? He was going a bit wild. Ralph, when you said a couple blocks away, did you mean the other side of LA? Hey! Asshole! Use your fucking mirror! I'll right away. I'm sure. Handbrake turn. Mulligan. Sign's broken. 24-hour shooting gallery. What? Like, who at 4 in the morning wants to go, you know what, lads? Let's go down to the gun range.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson.
It's a
Model
gun.
27 registered Magnum. Chambered for .357. Nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it.
I ought
This
to.
piece will stop a
I
riot.
run a gun store.
These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
No, that's why I handed
Not
it to
something
you.
bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Well, the 27. That's nickel checkered walnut. There we go. Polished nickel pearl grip. That's a well-trimmed
You're in
fingernail.
luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Why'd you sound so snarky when you said that? You're innocent.
Did we
in this.
call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
No, it's Cole Phelps. You're a funny guy, Cole. Whoa!
That wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Someone doesn't use their initiative as a policeman. Alright. What I love about playing on Switch is because there's no analog triggers. You are just constantly flooring it. So if you want to drive at a normal speed limit, you can't do that. Not on Switch anyway. Oh god! No, fuck.
Slow down!
Yeah, you know what, Ralph? That's actually kind of valid. I'll give you that, mate. Was that car stopping and starting? What's that rattling noise again? Yes? What? Fuck you. What the fuck? Why did I leave with the... Alright.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
I don't know why, I just wanted to look at the wall pattern then for a moment.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Oh yeah, time for punch out. I'm just not giving him a chance. Oh, Schroeder, you ain't got shit, motherfucker. Okay, fair enough. Still gonna punch the shit out of you.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Typical police brutality. I mean, this is America.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Ralph, why are you holding the gun like that?
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner.
Now that sounds
Leave
like
the
my
book
kind
where
of
you
night,
found it.
Ralph.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Time for flashbacks. Those are cool looking trains, actually. You don't get those kinds of trains over here.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private.
Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
So I don't know my thing. I'm assuming USMC is United States Marine Corps, and I'm guessing MCRD is Marine Corps Rifle Division. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck OCS stands for.
A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to
I don't know either. I don't feel like checking.
It could only ever end.
Oh, at least we're all useful.
Shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Officer Candidate School. Oh, okay, so right. Thank you for the information, Z. See what happens when a little bit of research comes in. I'm stupid, so I have an excuse. At least you're honest, Eddie. You just can't be fucked. But Office Candidate School. Fair enough. Learn something new every day. Shoot with your pistols. I have a shotgun. And I've got auto-aim. I'm straight up botting in this. Man, that is really good auto-aim. This is basically how an 8-bot works, isn't it? You watch, he pokes his head out.
Forward! Stay down.
Cole Phelps confirmed botting.
Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
Is this on Switch? I could tell.
The bank is surrounded.
If you could tell, why did you ask? What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Once you poke your head out, you're dead, man. I got this aim assist is actually not helping me. Poke your head out, I fucking dare you. I got 56 more rounds in this 12-round magazine.
Give me some cover.
That is shit cover and you know it.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
He twitched! Stop!
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
But I took all the kills. What did you say? Your voice line can't render from that far away. The subtitles went on. I can't hear you.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
Then stop talking to me,
Talk
then.
about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Says the guy who's taken the same school as me. Like, you can't exactly comment on what I'm doing when we're both taking the same job as leading in the army.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
I was like a quiet man then.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
Phelps, you might have wound up your window. I couldn't hear you.
Wendell Bauer. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Now, last time we did this, Bowers had an interesting time. I hope it repeats, but I doubt it will. Nope, unfortunately not. Damn it. I still have that highlight though. That was an amazing highlight.
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Oh no!
You fucking ass.
Now you're dead! Now you're dead, motherfucker!
There's no way I'm going back inside.
Well, the start we wanted to talk, now you kicked me. Now you are going back inside.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
I wish he did fuck up again, because that was still... There's no way I made that. I'm convinced my model was
Give
on
it
the
up,
edge
Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
there. You mean I've got the place for myself? Because I'm kicking the shit out of you!
How you doing, Wendell?
Cole's like, GG,
Parole
easy.
officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
How about mind your fucking business? If your friends want to stay friends, they don't discuss religion or politics. You can add high school to that.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor.
Hi there, my name's Cole Phelps.
Esprit de corps.
I like to be an ass kisser.
10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership. Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
If you're fighting the enemy, why don't you join the army? You're taking your time. Alright, now in this case, we're getting to the meat of l.a.noire.
There's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please?
Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then.
Oh, I don't want
Perimeter going and move
to.
the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything. I didn't see who did this though.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Did someone just break a fucking pot? So cool. Phelps, what the hell are you doing? Just do something! Do you like being dead? No, 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 no. You know, I wonder if latex gloves were a thing in the 40s, because, like, Phelps just contaminating everything.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
All right, all right. Yes, it's a dead person.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from you.
There your guns, Ralph. Should I be concerned? I feel like I should.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Witness details are entered on the left. Questions are listed on the right.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
So what I really find interesting about l.a.noire on Switch is that, like, so Good Cop, Bad Cop, Accused is what the remaster changed Truth Without Lie to. But the Switch has these really big, like, 3D letters that I'm honestly surprised are not in the other versions. Because, like, PS4 and Xbox One, it's just, like, basic-ass, like, text. But the 3D text looks really good. Anyway, I believe you told me to accuse.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder.
You little fool!
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
No, made in Japan is better than made in
We
China.
get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Yeah, very painful is how I describe being shot in the back. You know, that's a bit.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Okay, because the game tells me to, I'm gonna be a bad cop.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage.
How would
hates
she know?
Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Why would she know the motive of another person?
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Turns out it's good cop, even though she clearly has the face of, I'm hiding something still.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave.
After you lied to me twice.
We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Oh, what a me? Oh, I can't do that, Ralph. Hey, Ralph, let's catch the tram. We'll catch the tram later. Let's just go right to Hartfield's. The other way. Sorry. Official police business. Sorry. Ugh, fucking just. Sorry. Official police business. Just. There we go. Not even a scratch. LA's finest car, that is. Sorry, official police business. That time that might have been unintentional.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Way ahead of you, buddy.
God damn it all. I asked them to hold the mail.
Well, someone has got a problem with their food, it seems.
Stop or I will shoot!
Again! But this time we at you.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Fucking smile, Ralph Scott. Got him.
The case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past.
Why did the guy telling him the charge look so happy? He did, he looks so fucking happy! Yeah, you do, Kalu.
It grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
More of a shooter
You're
than a
asking me
swords,
to conduct the
than a
interview,
swordsman.
sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter.
You mean kick the shit out of him?
How are you
Now
feeling?
you're speaking my language,
Right.
lad.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
It'll be $3.99.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Didn't she already buy those? She got the earrings off you.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's also, yeah, religious motive. There you go.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer? Didn't I ask for a lawyer?
What?
Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
I heard you the first time. I think it's a religious motive. Nope.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer.
I think I should have back-copped him.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
But it's like a show what happens when you fuck up.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back
in there and raise some lumps, boy. I need a confession.
He said calmly. Just immediately straight on the aggress.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Another one, a bit of a mulligan. Hey.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany.
Haven't we had this conversation just a moment ago, officer?
Mr. Kalu.
I get deja vu.
I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's back up.
Left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Wait, what's the difference between first degree and second degree? I know there's manslaughter and involuntary manslaughter, but I don't think they're the same thing here.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Well, I'm a patrol officer, so yes.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
I think I would love if Cole just, just fist pump. Yes! Fucking nailed it. First degree is the worst of the worst. Second degree is not as bad, but still bad. Well, I imagine murder is still murder. Yes, Your Honor, he did shoot the victim. But he looked good shooting the victim, so I think we give him second degree. Just saying. I look forward to that argument in the next Ace Attorney game. That's the suit you picked, huh, Cole? Couldn't have picked a better color.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective.
Oh,
here,
you.
Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division, welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it to those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys.
Are we in fucking school?
Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
I've been having an idea for a noir-like story for a while. I've always wanted to mix the modern world with fantasy. And I've been wanting to try and mix a fantasy setting with noir.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
Like I didn't look at l.a.noire for like reference material, but like it did help boost the ideas a bit more. It's gonna be difficult to get to, of course, because noir is quite difficult to write. But yeah, I imagine I'll get there one day. I think right now I got to finish my current book before I do any others.
Okay, you've had enough.
Didn't know what that was all about, but alright.
You know this place?
Sure. Where the old gas works and signal depot and the warehouse district. I'll direct.
It's actually interesting. I think I remember I had like
tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
an idea.
Are we friends now?
No, sorry, not an idea. Someone was actually talking to me about getting a book done for his project. He was working on a game, and he had ideas for like the game's sequel. This ain't gonna be confusing. Two conversations happening at once. Whoop.
I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat.
Yeah, I think I I had the different ideas.
I don't want to talk about it. And let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
He did contact me about doing a book to tie the 2 games together. He didn't even have.
Take it easy.
All right, because noted. I'll talk about it later. Like, Jesus. Oh, what? Will it take place in the Honest Bonds universe? No, it'll be its own thing entirely.
Out of the car. Police.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. You finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a...
Look at Phelps with the steering wheel.
That's the 3rd time you've told me.
Jesus Christ, man. I didn't expect it.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
Phelps, how do we change cars? Don't worry about it, Bukowski. You'll get used to it.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Ooh, I'm okay. Look at you, fucking big shot war hero. That's huge.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Why do you sound like you were your voice was recorded in a completely different studio? Like, I'm pretty sure you all recorded in the same fucking area.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Yeah, that's a way of putting it.
Any sign of the guy? Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
I think I'll actually I'll finish the story now. So yeah, so this guy, you know, optimistic, I guess you could say. So he had an idea for a game and its sequel. He and I were actually talking about it for ages, and he wanted me to write a novel to tie the two games together. You know, first game wasn't even done yet, but he had plans for the sequel, and he wanted me to work on the novel. And I was thinking, okay, you know, it was my first time actually getting a commissioned job, not including you know, the stuff for Silver versus Dave for Henry.
Brand name something to go on.
So I was thinking, so he wanted a full-fledged novel, actual, like, you know, about as big as Honest Bonds, the first book.
You guys take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Anyway, so it's hard for me to think of a price myself. So I was unsure about how much I would charge, and I was thinking, okay, to do the entire novel, I was thinking, right, and because he was a friend, I guess I gave him a bit of a discount. I was thinking £200, which I think was about what, $250. So I gave him that quote, you know, 200 quid. For a novel, an entire novel, keep in mind, 200 quid, and he said that was too much. He said that I was charging way too much for that, and I'm like, all right. But what was interesting is when I got when I spoke to my friends and family about it, all of them said I was being very, very generous, because basically the minimum from all of them said at least £5,000, and he said 200 was too much.
Happier times, I guess.
I mean, the best. Jesus Christ, her face, like, fucking hell, that is the face of nightmares. But he did get back to me like a while later and asked if I knew anyone in the music business, and I did. My friend Sam, not the Sam you guys know, different Sam, Music Sam I call him. But I imagine with the way he complained about my prices, he wasn't going to be too happy with Sam. So I was blunt. I said, yeah, I know someone, just not the price you're charging. And he said, well, unlike writing, I don't know the music world, so I know, so I'll be happy to charge however much they're asking. And I literally went, well, go fuck yourself, and that was it. That was the last we spoke.
Lost a lot of blood.
It was like, you know, like, it was the way I was just describing the price to everyone, and they went, 200? Like, that's how much you charge? I'm like, oh, was that too much? No! That was not too much! It's like, okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
I doubt it.
Hello.
Scene is a mess. Could have been a dozen different crimes committed down
Sir,
here with all
I'm
the bows
Detective
hopping
Phelps.
freights.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Some people, man, I don't know what goes on in their heads. I should have shopped around to see how generous you were being. Well, like, it was a new thing for me. Like, because, aside from Henry, no one had asked me about any writing work, so I just didn't know how to price myself. And, writing a novel, I guess in a way I was just being very generous, because I guess I was just thinking about the amount of writing I did for Honest Bonds and how the book has sold bugger all. So I was thinking, okay, I guess I'm worth about that much. And he just complained about the fucking price.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Oh, sorry, I meant he should have.
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Fair enough.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars that park here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
No, sir, I've been very cooperative. I'll answer all your questions. What are you accusing, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Sometimes you gotta put a relationship aside for business. Yeah, you're right. I guess, in a way, I was just being... Like I said, I was just being quite generous, I guess. Well, I guess maybe I should, like, hire an accountant or something in the future. For future businesses.
Hill, a couple blocks north of Central Station.
Well, hey!
So,
jackass!
tell the wife.
Social call the
Play
police
by
on
the
them.
book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Justify my
Car
crime.
theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap. But why? Obviously, someone got a little heavy-handed. It's the wrong way around. Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up.
Although I will say the aftermath of that story was actually quite funny. Is that when he was telling some of our mutuals about it, he
Careful.
yeah, I didn't thread that needle though, Adam. Unfortunately, he may have fucked that up a
The guy
bit.
on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out.
Christ alive!
No, Christ died.
He's on a rail crossing. Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil. The Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
Well, the car is still running. Yeah, that's true.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
You guys done with your conversation? Okay, my turn.
It's a kidnapping.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far.
Beep.
Jesus, Cole!
I'm not doing it on purpose! I think it's the same reaction as you there, Adam.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Just with the windows open. We like to talk about your dead husband.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured.
You didn't
We
file
found
a missing
pipe
persons report?
on the scene with blood on.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around.
Do you even have a license,
We're gonna ask more
Cole?
questions.
He does, but I don't.
Okay.
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Jesus, Cole, where'd you get your license? License?
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Oh, newspaper. Alienist Fontaine provides help to troubled vets.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves.
It's liquid cocaine. It's gonna be a new thing. You're gonna love it.
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
At a staple? Are they staple shop? No.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
That's right. Is this what matches used to look like before they were in boxes? Or was this just one of the different types of matches? It's an interesting way to have them in the pocket. Where's the phone? Ah, there it is.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Just slams the phone down. Thanks. Bah! Man, they sleep in separate beds, huh? Marriage is fucked. What do I do? I'm indecisive.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil, so the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Bukowski, ready the popcorn. I got a drama for you. You're gonna love this. Okay, how did she miss this when she was bringing in the washing?
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Could be a business trip, you never know. That's a third pack of matches. Mind you, there are like fag ends all over the place, so dude loved to smoke. Which was a very common thing back then. Popcorn self-serving? It does, actually. Like now that I said it, I just want to get some popcorn. I wish I... Ah, fuck. The shop's still open. Ah, they're shut.
This was
Damn.
only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Wait, 1/4, so... That's 4th of January. Yeah, America does month, day, year, not day, month, year. God, imagine having a garden like this. That'd be a bitch to get all those bushes trimmed and stuff. Oh, mowing all this grass. Oh, God, I can't imagine it. Why does Americans having huge fucking back gardens and shit?
No use leaving the thing half finished.
If I paid to have my water done, and it was left like this, I'd complain. Pretty sure I meant to screw that in, but, you know, we'll just ignore that. Just immediately goes there. Yes. Perfect. That's exactly where it goes.
That can't be right.
Hey, get off our bushes.
So the pipe
I'm not on them.
from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Instaheat itself killed Adrian. We'll find out next time on L.A.Noire. Random ass bench. Chris, imagine how much, like... Over here, this house would cost, like, probably 100,000 for the garden alone. And for this, like, what is this, a guest house? Is that a shed? Like, fuck. Are these two separate houses? That's a garage! Why would you have a garage? Oh my god, this would be way expensive over here. You over here, you had a house like this, you just would be the twat with the big fuck off house. Oh, look at Dave, he's got a garden. Oh, what's over here? A spare sink and... Fuck's that? Is that a trouser press? A sewing machine? Listen, I don't know what our obsession with big lawns are either. I just look at shit and immediately think of how much that it has to be mowed. Do you think that's why they hire gardeners? Like, is that the main reason why Americans hire gardeners? Because they just look at, like, their big lawn after buying the house and be like, oh, I can't be fucked to do this. Let's just get someone else to do it. Hey, Zach, how's it going, mate?
I'm all right. No, detectives.
Right. Why did you murder your husband? Detectives!
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
I showed him incredibly late. Don't worry about it. If you're busy, you're busy. It's fine.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
No idea how far Seattle is from Los Angeles, but I imagine it's quite a distance.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
A 2-hour flight, yes. Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be quite a distance. I can't even begin to imagine how long that'd take to drive.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
I like the voice crack.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Her voice gets squeakier the more she knows, the more she's like covering up.
Are you trying to find my husband?
You need to be a bitch. Maybe it's bad cop.
You don't ask, you never find out.
I'll use it actually up just in case. It is accused. Okay.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
She's under a lot of stress, Tommy. She's trying to lie to the police.
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Did you see my most recent tweet where I was still shocked about getting the DBZ level sets? No, I didn't. Sorry, Zach. I have actually seen the new...
Is that all?
I didn't mean to press B.
I would hope you're taking this case more seriously, Detective.
What a bitch! Fucking hell! Anyway, yeah, like I did see the recent trailer for like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it's like, do you think like Sean Shebel, like he gets called about a new script, he looks at it, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, we're doing Z again, really?
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
I got no reason to think she's lying.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
$40 in the place I found them, which had me extremely surprised because they usually cost hundreds of dollars secondhand. Really? Well, assuming they're legit, I say you got a great fucking deal then, mate. We just got in the car! Stop being with your horn at us! Cole, please don't fuck this up again. You got it!
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
If you try and flee the States, we'll find you. Okay, bye! Just leaves off a threat. Now, Miss Black, I'm not saying we do suspect you, but if you leave the house, we got gunmen ready to shoot you down. Ah! Damn! What a tragedy! You should probably call the traffic cops to find out what happened. Ah! Is that a face bomb?
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Glad we got that out of the way.
You looking for someone?
Is that why to talk? Who do I talk? Anyone? What? 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 I fucking thought. Fuck you. Sitting on the bench, motherfucker. Damn it, tell me your car accidents are affecting the police budget. Hey! Coming out my taxes too!
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Alright. Okay, we all have trouble finding love too, but I don't think there was the need to, you know, call out his love life. What the fuck? What happened to her face there? Did you see that? For a second, her face disintegrated.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
It was like a lifelong dream of mine just came true. Glad to hear it.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
It was like life gave you a birthday present there, Zach.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
The world knew it was your birthday and they went, yeah.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I mean, he's just, look at it. What's the... Well, the mocap actor was having a bit of fun with his faces there. I no fuck all, mate. I was there.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
I didn't specifically say rail yard. Did I?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
He's just like... I know it's like the intention of the voice actor. It's like, he's just the worst liar out there.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
What do you think, guys? He paid for the pig.
I got drinking to do. You're getting nothing more from me.
He paid for the pig. He killed the pig, but he is technically an accomplice. But is it really a crime? I guess Adrian's faking his death. This dude isn't.
Wake up, Cole.
We got one for cuff him. See if anyone else says anything. Oh wait, can I do a poll? Don't cover him will look good on your record in the legal standpoint. He's an accomplice. Ah, we can do a poll. Shall we cuff him? Yes or no? There you go. Vote in the poll. And we'll put on the bureau back while we let everyone vote. So far, No's winning with 100%. Doesn't matter. It doesn't act like fully matter. It's just one of those like, you know, why not? The story doesn't change regardless. In the day, there's a little incentive, you know. This is how this is how I might do the Walking Dead streams whenever we get around to those. Vote in the poll. What are we doing? Got 2 votes on no so far. Give it about 30 more seconds and then we'll just move on. New BLV screen? Yep, I made this in like 5 minutes. Alright, I think the poll has spoken. We will not cuff him. Alright. Thank you for participating. Thank you for participating in this poll. You got off lucky.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll go back to my drink.
And who says democracy isn't bad? Oh, excuse me. I would like to credit the artist who did the sprite animation, but I commissioned them way back in 2018. I completely forgot who it was.
People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Huh. Type is clever. Hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Oh.
Look out!
Look out! Bit too late there, Bukowski, I'll be honest with you, mate.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, folks.
Yeah, a bunch of magpies there. Whoa!
Oh, unbelievable!
Tokyo drifted this bitch. Oh, he's down there. Okay. Oh, wait, no, he's over there. I'm an idiot. The world after I saw Mark's video, happy birthday, you now have the second rarest Dragon Ball Z home release aside from the Dragon boxes. Good on you, man. For $40, I hope it all pays off for you. It's been a while since I watched Tony Not Mark, but I do know the video that you're on about.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
God, he looks like my Uncle Alan.
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car.
You know, Adrian, I'm just saying, mate.
Last resort.
Wait, hey, whatever. I was saying, Adrian, if you didn't slam the door, you could have made a subtle getaway. You know,
There's no point running, Adrian.
close the door, made it look more convincing.
Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
He even had autographed cards from both Sean Schemmel and Christopher Sabat. That was really cool to see. Considering the price it normally goes for, I'm surprised you really got it for dirt cheap. Did you, like, find it in, like, a second-hand shop or something? Are the discs in good quality as well? Adrian Black looked forward to his day in court and a beating from the LA press. The console's car. I believe this was the DLC case. One of the two DLC cases that was in the original PS3 and 360 versions.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report
Man,
of a
look at
brand
that
new
vehicle
Packard
damage.
abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and
What was the
Grand.
$6 grand?
PR is
Could
one
someone,
Oswald
like,
Jacobs
check
says the
what that
vehicle
is in
dumped
today's
in
money,
his backyard.
please?
There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
Because, you know, I'm almost certain they are basing this on money at the time, and they're not, you know, using today's conversion
Better go
standards.
earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Is this in a good condition as well?
Sounds
Yes.
like there's more to
Lovely.
it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
That hot dog vendor is just admired by the Evermint sign. he's just distracted. He's in his own world. Mind you, he is meant to be facing the pavement and not the road, so I guess I'm just talking out my ass. Oh wait, other way.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you?
Open your eyes!
They are open! That's how I hit him! Whoa! Got some air then!
Talking about Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Whee! Well, that's my lunch. Back to lurking. You have fun lurking. Adam, it was good seeing you in chat. Have a good time at work, mate. Tommy, you're a monster. What? The hot dogs were expired, alright? He was selling them tainted meat.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
Well, we're in the alleyway. Now we're leaving the alleyway. You don't know alleyways. You are a shit officer.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
That's right, is this like a... This is a baseball field, isn't it? Yeah, it's a baseball field.
I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Yes, Bukowski, you're good looking as well, but I'm looking at where the flag was. Bukowski was there. I gotta get his line of shot, and he fails to notice me.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Imagine nicking an embassy's car. Nothing in the boot. Obvious assumption, but I'm assuming that dip is where a tire would have been. Do they have the whole wheel in there?
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
It's not about the wheels, it's about sending a message. I think that's just a baseball. Is that baseball? A baseball and a cup. Oh. Well, I'm just saying the photographer was taking a picture of the beer bottle, might as well investigate the beer bottle.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Alright, where the fucking shot? Are you a madman? Zach knows which case this is.
Incidental.
Just a match. Matches. Unless I'm missing something. I haven't heard the chime. Oh. Bukowski's in the way. I swear there was like something else on the floor. Yep, I remember very well.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
His fucking smile!
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Oh, I am missing something.
That all? I run those boys off for you. Ain't that worth something?
It should be a spanner.
You should ask me some real questions.
Give me a fucking second. I'm looking for a spanner. I saw how sus this little guy looks. Bukowski? What is it, Bukowski? What is it, boy? Where the fuck are you going? That might help actually. There it is, yeah. A little bit difficult to find. Of course, I don't need it to question the bloke, but, you know. Can I just... There we go.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
John Madsen.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Okay. Alright, now we're gonna talk to you.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Well, now we know a lot about this guy. Oh, let me just put on my hoodie. A little bit cold. There we go.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
I love the fucking face.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Oh my gosh! I was looking at Zach's comment. I just see he was looking right at the camera then.
It was old, but it
What do you think I was
the
doing?
apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
So I think I just realized there was meant to
I
be
think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
there was meant to be 4 questions there, but because I looked at the book when he stood up, I skipped that question. So oh well.
You coming? We need a game well, Phelps.
I was talking to my audience. What, Bukowski? Would you moonwalk then?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A 4-door Packard, diplomatic license number, Paul Robert.
So,
7.
so Roy Earl says you owe him about $50. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help.
What the fuck? What's in this background? I'm just hearing stuff all over the place.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Sometimes I do underestimate how well some games on the Switch can be ported. Yeah, you know, aside from some, yes, aside from some like some slowdown here and there, it looks fine. It looks perfectly fine on Switch. Let's go to Dewey Brothers.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call. This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Woo! Whoa!
Favorite cases? You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Why did you stop? Bastard. I'm just saying, I like, if I crashed in a taxi, I did nothing wrong, he stopped right in front of me. Whoa! Don't read and drive, don't read and drive. Now that's what I call a domino effect.
Damn maniac!
Root beer.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
Detective Phelps, you're under arrest.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
Well, it's a car shop, so I imagine he would be selling cars. I love how Phelps. Love how Phelps don't even try to put it. He just leans close. Nope. But seeing all these outlines of like the spanners and stuff is like James May with his shed.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
What's up, Fidget? Hey?
I bet a broad's been driving this auto. The clutch is a mess.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Excuse me, officer. Could you not touch me spark plugs? Or me pliers? Tommy, don't read while driving the game. Oh, okay. Nearly kills you.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Fucking smile!
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
The fucking frown.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
That would be the notebook.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Would it be stolen wrench? No, there wouldn't be enough. Yeah, okay.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right.
Gives you a better sale.
Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
We can take that as a threat of violence. We can't have you nicked for that.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Should I good cop? Nope.
So that's it?
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
Okay, that's my bad.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
That's one of the very few Modern Family Guy jokes that made me laugh. When was Peter just going, "Oh, okay." Which joke was that again? I'm not the best with interrogations with this game. I should just stick to the visual novels. Ace Attorney's the one for me. Oh, come on, guys. Police car. Why'd you have to be here? Goddamn menace!
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies? What's a dimension? You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
Oh, why did they stop?
Are you fine?
You can't, they're just stopping!
That's ridiculous.
I missed a tab.
Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People stopping the idea of talking as a color. Look what we have now.
I'm going way too far. That's right, I do forget they did call films back then talkies. I did forget about that. Whoop. Damn, I think this is the smoothest the game has been. The one where he snaps his neck because Lois having a book. Oh, right! Yeah, I remember, yeah, that one is quite funny, just right to the point. I do like that one. Oh, okay! It just collapses on the stairs.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Why are you so close to me,
About
Phelps?
time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Mr. Valdez.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
You're lying, Valdez. You made the arrangements for the car.
Call the embassy. I decided the color and model, but was not involved in the transaction. Ya basta! I will stand no more of this.
Okay, I should have bad cops. That's on me.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, your worship.
I don't want to fuck up again. Should I waste an intuition? No.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
I think this is where it appears. Is this it?
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
This will cause an international incident.
It's just how sudden it is. It's just how fucking sudden it is.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Yay!
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
How he fucking screams it into him. You can fuck that boys. It is just, are you a madman?
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
The questioning really isn't my strongest forte. That was probably... I don't want to fuck up too much, so I may just waste my intuition points on the next, I was wondering if you were still here, Z. How are you? That's on me.
Try making it to the next intersection without killing anyone. Can you do that for me?
Maybe without some lip next time, Mikowski. You know what?
Slow down!
I'm gonna pull an NSGP.
Can we try to get there in one piece?
You're really starting to annoy me.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! What's that fucking...
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
I don't know why that lone pigeon is just funny to me. It's just there. Yeah, you suck at driving. I know.
What the hell is this guy doing?
I suck at a lot of things in this guy. I can't even get the questions right for shit. Apartment 2, I believe. That ain't a 2, but it's the right one. I now understand why you prefer going through bus to
We're
travel.
looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Fucking pigeon!
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Oop.
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Right. So how's it gonna be when you go into labor and he's not around?
Well, good thing I'll be
You are wrong about
ending the stream
Gabriel.
after this case anyway.
He will be a good father.
I feel like if you saw a squirrel in the
Already
car,
he
you'd
worked
chase
hard
it.
to
What? No.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your
There aren't
little
even any
one won't
squirrels in
see
this
Papa
game.
for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
I actually had a job interview
Serving breakfast for two,
earlier.
Anna, you should have cleared
It was actually quite funny, because I fucking I was doing like checks for like places that I send my CV to and stuff, and I went into the hotel. I asked them. I just said, it's like, what's the situation with the police stuff? Like, we didn't get your CV by the colleague who went into labor. And just suddenly it's like, so, do you want an interview? I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just having an interview now. All right. It went well. I hope it went well. Could possibly have a job by the end of this week. Fingers crossed. No, I don't want to question. Ah, there it is. Another door. I think the tea is ready. Imagine having low battery. Would not be me. Dude, my brother, like, he never charges his phone. Like, every time I see him, his battery is always on, like, 5%. I'm like, dude, charge your phone. He says, oh, yeah, I charge it up to, like, 20. I'm like, mate, come on. You need to charge your phone.
Diplomatic license plates.
Which was actually kind of funny when fucking, when, like, he and I were gonna meet up, and then like I received a random call from like an unknown number. I'm like, hello, and he went, it's me. Where are you meeting up again? I'm like, dude, why are you calling? Like, what phone is? Oh, I'm calling on my friend Tyler's phone. Well, use your phone. And I ran out of battery. I'm like, gee, I wonder fucking why. I've seen your recent polls. I'm now thinking of getting into East. I say start with the 8th game because that is beginner friendly. East Book 1 and 2 on Steam is really, really good, but, it is an 80s RPG, so it might be a bit difficult in terms of, like, what the game doesn't tell you. But I would say definitely start with 8. I am probably going to do adult only, when I, for my next stream after l.a.noire. I'm still indecisive if I'm going to run 2 games at a time, or if I'm going to do 1 game at a time. I'm still indecisive on that. I might do a poll by that later.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Some guys came to do some repairs in the house. I offered them tea. They must have been very thrown off by that, I imagine, Eddie.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Gabriel's been in trouble before.
I suck at this game. I suck at this game. I just sub shit in this game.
Motive was honor?
Please don't yell at me. I've done nothing wrong.
Is East Origin not beginner friendly? East Origin, it assumes you play 1 and 2. Because 1 and 2 came out in the 80s. East Origin came out like 2006. Because that takes place before 1 and 2. And it pretty much just has references to the first 2 games.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Alright, now this was definitely accused because the toast is on the fucking...
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and
table.
your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
The Argentinian flag is right fucking there, love. Back up it is. I was going to use a Q, so...
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year.
Therefore, I don't know what they are. I want to think Russian. They didn't understand English well, so I had to hold it up to them, and they just chuckled and said
We know
no.
where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Well, at least you tried, Eddie. At least you tried.
Seems like a decent guy.
I think I slid then. Oh. Alright. Kick his ass in a street race, and then we're going to call it a stream. Okay.
You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
just that's just enough to be like, you know what?
Leaves his
Woo!
pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards.
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, prevalence brings up somewhere else. Kids
Oh,
used to steal cars to sell it. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 6...
I was thinking of playing the series chronologically at first, but now I think about it, I'll start with East 8. The problem is, alright, with the new fucking East games, they're not really in order.
I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Because you got wait, hold it. I'm trying to think. So like, in chronological order, you have Origins 1, 2, 10, which is not out in English yet. 4, 3, 5, which 5 is a different thing entirely. 6, 8, 7, 9. So if you want to do that chronological stuff, you're just gonna be face palming the whole time. And that's not, and you know, I'm basing this on remakes. Like the old SNES games, like they're their own things entirely, and they've never been translated. And even then, like some of the ones that were shit. Like the remaster, the reimagine is definitely the best way to go about it. But East is like, you know, a good one if you want to get into the series. It got me into it, and I played 1 and 2 and Origins, pretty much all of them, pretty much a lot of them after that. I still need to start Celceta when I can. But I am looking forward for 10. I really hope they announce an English version of 10 soon.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street.
Damn! That's one car down.
Stay on Delgado.
Oi! We're after the other guy! Jesus Christ. We will go after you guys as well. What the fuck? What happened? What the hell? What happened to him? I didn't even do anything that time! Jesus!
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
We'll get ya! We're slowly coming after you!
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
I find it hard to believe that two whole-ass cars tried and failed desperately to throw you off. Okay.
God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
When we get there, Delgado, we're gonna kick your ass. Whee! Oh, hell yeah! Go, motherfucker! Oh, me!
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto. Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Just Bukowski's like, what the fuck was that, you ass kisser? Also, I feel like the other half of the timeline would feel somewhat jarring, going from full 3D with 8 to top down with 6, semi 3D with 7, and full 3D again with 9. Behold, l.a.noire is a part of the GCU. Case closed. Argentinian Consul General Juan Valdez gets his packet back, almost in one piece.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack? My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend.
Jesus Christ, on me all that city damage, you could have got yourself a Nintendo Switch.
Or it's dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore's immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it. Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished?
Finished.
Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
I'm gonna make a rifle so clean, you'll be licking it! Kelso, have you lost your goddamn mind? Alright. Good enough time to end the stream. So there we are. This has been l.a.noire for the Nintendo Switch. If you guys like what you see and you see more, be sure to let me know down below. Next time we come back to this, we're going to be doing A Marriage Made in Heaven. That was very gross, and I apologize. That was building up for a bit. Oh, bloody hell. If you want to help support the channel, completely optional, links down below, so I'm going to mention that. My books, Honest Bonds, and Honest Bonds for the Tenebras are available to purchase on Amazon. These can be found below there. But yeah, that's all I got to say, really. And then subscribe. See you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sergeant Major Mario saying, ciao! But that was a good time.